Welcome to a behind the scenes, as it were, look at the creation of the great podcast, Very, Very Late Night Baltimore. I am B.O. Schwartz, and I will show you how things get done here behind the scenes. First, we start with the writer, and where would we be without the writer, but with an overabundance of paper? And here's our writer, B.A. Stronghold. Hello, Mr. Producer. Oh, Mr. Producer, thank you for visiting me. I love you, Mr. Producer. Thank you so much. And of course, the director, the man, the creator who brings it all together. Shine, can't you see I'm creating? Oh, Mr. Producer, glad to see you on the set. Welcome. Broke both my... they're all a strange bunch, those directors. And let's hear one of the... right here we have one of the performers of the podcast, Fezzy. Fezzy, give us some of the insights that we have on this show. Some of the sports insights. Go ahead, Fez. Fez, tell the people all something really insightful. Well, some of these performers kind of freeze up when you ask them to ad-lib. Thank you. Well, now that we've seen how the sausage is made, let's watch the very newest episode of the Very, Very Late Night Baltimore.
I told you already. Subscribe!
Hello, everyone, to another episode of the podcast. We're talking about Ravens. We didn't see the practice. We heard it was good. Lamar Jackson, everyone says he's looking better than ever. Okay, Fez, what's going on with these Dolphins and this tampering stuff? What's the punishment?
Punishment is that Stephen Ross is suspended till October 17th. The vice chairman is banned from all league meetings for a year. The team, who's a first-round pick next year and a third-round pick the year after.
Deshaun Watson, his punishment is just 6 games, although the NFL is trying to appeal it for at least indefinitely or at least for an entire season.
The NFL is minimally suspended for a year, but it's not the $50 million he'd be making every year. It's $1 million for the first year, but they've already paid him $45 million.
That's where Cleveland got away with something, because they were able to pay him just $1 million because they knew he'd be suspended for part of the year. The Orioles, of course, traded away like they always do this time of year. Trey Mancini and the guy that was being a good closer.
Yeah, Lopez.
So this time it looks like they just traded some good players for nothing.
If you get rid of Trey Mancini.
Politics. Well, the hearings, don't get too optimistic about something happening, but don't get too disheartened that nothing's going to happen, because that committee seems like they're doing as much as they can. And then it looked like Sinema voted something with the rest of the Democrats today. I think anti-inflation bill. So that's a sign.
Was the bill that Manchin changed his mind about.
And also, in Kansas, a huge rejection of medieval laws on reproductive rights.
59% voted to keep it in the state constitution, guarantee of reproductive rights. That bodes well for the Democrats in November. Now, that's going to be a big issue.
And the other thing to feel good about is there was the Hall of Fame game this week. That means there will be no weekends until next February without NFL football. So that's my final word. Do you have anything else, Fez?
Man of the last couple of weeks, at least, is Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader, that he was able to get Joe Manchin to change his mind on a great bill, and then at the same time he shamed the force Republicans on the PACT Act to help veterans.
Hopefully next podcast we just we can get some more info on what's going on the field. Like and subscribe. Fezzy, you have the last word.
We're a better podcast than almost all these podcasts out here.
Okay, good night.